Mr. Cajee, it's been a gruesome week again, and you've been back in court with your uncle's matter. Can you share with us how long this whole procedure has been taking and when it began?
Look, my journey started in 1971 when my beloved Uncle Ahmed was killed in police detention at the notorious John Foster Square police station. I was 5 years old at the time, and I have very precious, faint memories of spending time with him. And after his departure, I would go with my maternal grandfather to my uncle's grave in Roodepoort, the Roodepoort Kabristan. And I would always recite, Surah Yasin and Surah Fatiha at the cover. And when I would come back home, my maternal grandmother would always ask me, "Did you pray for Uncle Ahmed?" In 2005, I launched my book titled Timol Quest for Justice. And ironically, we launched it at the same police station in which Uncle Ahmed was murdered, which is now renamed the Johannesburg Central Police Station.
Tell me, now let's go back to the court case and look at the scenario that's happening in court at the moment. Joao Rodrigues, he continues to plead not guilty. And you have, requested publicly many times that he, must confess. What do you think? Do you think he's going to confess?
Look, I think first it's important to put it into context that the only reason Joao Rodrigues is appearing in a court of law is because of the findings made by Judge Billy Motley in a landmark historical ruling on the 12th of October 2017, when he stated that Ahmed Timol did not commit suicide, but that he was killed in police detention. And the other finding he had made is that the likes of Joao Rodrigues be charged for an accessory to murder, and Neville Els and Cell's sons be charged for perjury. It was in this context that 9 months later, Joao Rodrigues finally got charged on Monday, the 30th of July. He got charged at the Johannesburg Central Police Station, the same building at which Uncle Ahmed was murdered, and then taken to the Johannesburg Magistrate's Court. Again, the same magistrate's court at which the inquest proceedings were held in 1972. And it is very evident that Rodrigues sticks to his version of events of 1972 and that of 2017 and pleads not guilty. And, we patiently await, for court proceedings to unfold and for him to have his day in court and, for matters to unfold.
How long do you think you're going to have to wait now?
Look, Minister Labaskachni mentioned on Monday that the pre-trial date has been set for the 18th of September, which is not far. And one would imagine that at that particular hearing, a court date will be set. And again, we make our consistent prayers to the Almighty that this matter happens as quickly as possible, because Joao Rodrigues is 80 years old. But we should not forget, when we contemplate about his age, we should not forget the ages of anti-apartheid activists who were murdered. Uncle Ahmed was 29 years old. Ford Kalata from the Kraddock 4 was 28. Nokutula Similani was 22. So it is in this context that we should look at Joao Rodrigues at the age of 80 and remind him that he will get absolutely no sympathy from us, because he and the other perpetrators had no mercy for killing the young men and women of this country who had sacrificed their lives in order for us to be free today.
And what do you think the impact will be once you have closure for South Africans? What do you think the impact will be?
Look, I think the Timol matter has given a glimmer of hope to many, many other families, because Ahmed Timol was not the only person to have died in police detention. And there were many, many other people that were brutally killed and assassinated, like the Kraddock 4, Imam Harun, Dr. Hussein Haffiji, Ashley Creel, and many, many others. So momentum is building, and I'm working closely with Yasmin Suka, the former TRC commissioner, who is heading the Foundation for Human Rights, and the Justice and Accountability Network Coalition that we've recently formed, to ensure that we assist other families and ensuring that pressure is exerted on the National Prosecution Authority to see that these particular cases get fast-tracked. I mean, the family of Nicodemus Khawati, his eldest son Ben is in the 70s. For the first time after many, many decades, having some glimmer of hope that hopefully that they will get some form of justice, some form of answer relating to the killing of his father in 1969, who also died in police detention.